I'm a professional face painter and I'm trying this $5 face paint from walmart.com. Let's go! This palette brings 8 essential colors and they're water activated, so let's give them a try. I want to try the green first because I'm going to paint Frankenstein's monster. So the first thing you need to do is activate your paint by adding water. Mix in enough water until you see that your brush is full. It looks nice and green. So here you can see that the green actually looks nice and opaque. I want to make a lighter green, so I'm going to mix it with the yellow and see how these colors mix together. It looks like it's going to mix really well. Let's check it out. Perfect. That's exactly what I was going for. I'm going to add a little bit more of the dark green and see if I can get a nice blend. Okay, so let's start painting Frankenstein's monster. I'm going to do the 4 lines that make the shape of the head, and then I'm going to fill it in. If you fill things in order, they look nicer. So here I'm going to add a little bit of a darker green on the outside to give it some depth. And I'm also going to do a line across for the eyes. So far this paint is looking pretty good. There is no silver, so I just mixed a little bit of black and white with a tiny bit of purple, and it does the trick. Then I add a little bit of black to the gray and give it some depth as well. Okay, so here comes the big test for me, the black line work. I loaded up the black paint just like I would any brand of face paint, a lot of water, because I want the consistency to be inky. And you can see that with one load of paint, I've been able to draw the eyes, fill them in, and draw the little mouth. Let's see if I can keep going. Yes, look at that smooth line work. The lines go on very easily and I'm still using the same load of paint. Okay, so I reloaded and let's try the stitch marks. Here we have that big old scar with the stitches. Again, all of this is with one single load. And you can see that I'm still able to keep going and do the hair as well. Let's do all the triangles one by one, and then we'll fill them in. So again, just want to remind you, this is still the same load of paint that I used for the scar with the stitches. Pretty cool, huh? We'll shape the top of the head, and then we'll do the little details of the bolts. So even for fine line work, this black paint is working pretty nicely. So now let's do the white. The white highlights are super important for me, and this white is passing the test. It looks really nice and vibrant. You can see it pop. And even for the eyes, I was able to get a creamy consistency to do these nice big dots that I like. Let's do my signature 6 dots. And this little Frankenstein's monster with Walmart face paint is done. Look at these colors. Doesn't that look great? I'm highly impressed. I mean, $5.44 is a really good deal when something looks this good. Okay, so let's do the squishy test. This is how I test how the face paint holds up once it's dry. I simply rub it with my finger and see if it smears or comes off. And this one doesn't, so it passes the test. And now the biggest test of all, will it wash off? I like to activate face paint with a baby wipe before I wash it. So I simply place a baby wipe, I tap it a few times until I see it come through the wipe, and then when I lift it off, it's gonna lift most of the paint. And there you can see that it smears right off. You can see here that there's some face paint residue on my skin, but don't worry, it's not a stain. Once you put some soap and water, it washes right off. Ta-da! So there you have it. This little palette by Fun World from walmart.com has really impressed me. The colors were very vibrant, they were easy to paint with, and they were also very easy to wash off. So if you're looking for something affordable that you can use for Halloween or to paint yourself or, just to have some fun with, I highly recommend this little palette. I had a lot of fun with it, and I bet you that you will too. If you found this video helpful, please like and go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can see more of my fun finds and tiny tutorials.